Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's your boy Kenzie Gamefowl, back at you with another exclusive video, man. And I wanted to take the time for this video to answer a question that I've been getting asked a few times in the last week or so, which I've been asked it many times in the past, and I spoke on parts of it before, but never really in a full-length video. But I have people asking me, and I guess they're wanting to do it now because probably some of them's winter breeding, and then some of them's knowing that the spring, is right around the corner. But they ask me, they say they don't have problems really hatching off chicks. They just have problems raising chicks past the 3-4 week age. They say they do great the first couple of weeks, and then once they hit about a month old, they said they start dropping like flies, guys. And make sure y'all like and subscribe to the YouTube channel. But so people be asking me this, and which is really a good question, because I struggled with this a lot when I first started out, when I really didn't have no money to to buy any extra things or things of that nature, guys. But so the first thing I ask them is, do they hen hatch or incubator hatch? Which is nothing wrong with both of them. I know old timers, and I know people that's done nothing but hen hatch. I know people that's done nothing but incubator hatch, and they all got the pros and cons and everything like that. But for me and mine, I felt like incubator hatching was better for me and the way my system is put up, because I'm gonna give you a little story about me. When I first started out, when you start out with a rooster and a hen, just say you start out with one pair, and then on a good season, after the hen, no matter where you bought them from, they have to have a time to get, kind of like acquainted to the new area. You're not just going to put a hen from California, shipped to North Carolina in a brood pen, and she's going to go setting in a month. I found most of the times it's the following season before a hen is comfortable enough. Now, she may go to laying, but as far as setting, it's like they have to get used to their new surroundings. They have to get, the climate's different. They have to get used to all the new factors that factor in on a situation like that, guys. But I ran into problems where you got a rooster and a hen. At best, you're gonna get 2 settings out of her. Now, if she starts setting real early, like February or something, you might get 3 of them out of her, but 2's max. And if you don't have real good clutches off of both of those, and the hen's got to raise them up, so you got weeks invested, months invested into that one clutch of chicks. Say you only end up with 3 or 4 of them, and everything likes eating chickens. A wise man told me one time, you got to raise enough chicks for the 4-legged predators, dogs, coyotes, possums, whatever, the 2-legged predators, people, and they said your friends. That's what an old timer told me one time. And but anyway, so if you are hen hatching when you're starting off, you're going to be at a disadvantage, because I know where I'm located at in North Carolina, with the humidity and everything, we have a real big problem with like CRD and coccidosis. I think up north, more like Kentucky and stuff, where the colder climates, they really don't have too much of a problem like we do down south with that stuff like that. But that was a real big factor to me, because I would raise chicks up, they would be doing so great, and the next thing you know, they just start dropping like flies. And the stuff they sell in the stores, like Corid and things like that, for like coccidosis, I never found it to work for me, and all the hard work you go into breeding, pairing these chickens up, getting the brood pens nice, hatching the eggs off, just for them to die in a month later, man, it just really sucks. So every year I would only end up with 2 out of 20 stags that survived. And that's real hard. That's real hard, trying to keep a breeding program up whenever you put all that time in and just happen to die, for not even an animal reason, not even because a predator killed them, but just because of the sicknesses and stuff like that. Now, I remember when I was growing up, my grandmother and my grandfather, they never used any of that stuff. I did see them use the cord packs every now and again, but very faint. They would use like terramycin. That's back when you could buy it out the store in the packs. Terramycin, they always used that. But it seems like they didn't really have all the problems and stuff like we do nowadays with all the diseases and everything. So I don't know, but I just know they never really had the problems with that. So I don't know if it's something they're putting in the feeds that's making them, get sick a lot. I just don't know. I don't know if it's the environment. But anyway, so I tell them, I say, for a newcomer, it may be better for you to incubate hatch first. Get you an incubator, a nice one, invest the money into it, and that way you can keep your hens laying. And I also tell them, and that ties back in one of my other videos, raising gamefowl is not cheap. You have to put the money in, you have to invest in it just like anything else, just like a sport, just like the stock market. You have to invest. You got to put money in to get money out, or you got to put money in to produce stuff, and get you that incubator, keep your hens laying. That way you have a better shot at that. But build your brooder up. That way you keep your chicks off the ground. Invest in the medicines if you need it. If coccidosis is real bad around where you at, invest in the proper medication, so that way all your hard work is not just going down the drain. And this is what I tell a lot of people when they ask me these type of questions, because nobody's perfect and nobody's answer is better than the next. I just know what I've been through. I know what I've been through. I know what I've had to do. I know what I didn't have to do. And what worked for me might not work for somebody else. What worked for somebody else might not work for me. I'll give you another example. I know this one guy, he's dead and gone now, but he was a real big cocker around my way. He went to the trailer place and bought these little boxes, and he made them brooder boxes. He probably had 10, 15 of them up under his shelter. And they were just like 3x3 boxes where he would put, he would put some bedding in there, like some cedar shavings or whatever. And he would put the hen, he hen hatch. He didn't use incubators. He'd put the hen in there when she came off in the little brooder box over there with her chicks, and they would do fine. I tried doing the same thing and it didn't work out for me that well. You know what I mean? So to each his own, but I'm just telling you what I've done and what has helped me. And it's hard raising chickens. Nobody ever said it would be easy, but if you really love the game, you really love the sport, you really love the chickens, spending that little bit of extra money is really not going to, aggravate you too much. So it's whatever you want. At the end of the day, that's what makes this sport so great, because it's whatever you want. Your farm, your chickens, your breeds, the things you like, the way you like to do it. I just try to help, give you some pointers, give you some tips on what I've done and what has worked for me, guys. So I hope this video helped you all to answer the questions. For the other people, I know if those few people had the questions like that, I'm pretty sure a lot of other people did too. So that's why I'm putting this video out there like that. But make sure you like and subscribe to the channel. Follow us on all our social media accounts: TikTok, Facebook, Instagram. Watch out for the scammers, guys. Scammers getting on an all-time high. Watch out for that stuff. And it's getting crazy out there, man. Y'all just be safe. Stay warm too. To the next one. Peace.